Good evening. I'd like to call the Alton Board of Selectmen's meeting February 1st, 2021 to order at 6 p.m. Until further notice, keep our members and staff safe and comply with RSA 91-A, the state of emergency and governor's orders, restriction on public gatherings. The town of Alton has moved from in-person meetings to remote audio participation meetings. To remotely attend the meeting, audio only, visit our website, www.alton.nh.gov. For telephone access to remote access instructions listed on the news and announcements on the home page. Or telephone the Selectmen's office 603-875-2113 or 603-875-0229 between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. The dial-in code and meeting ID for each Selectmen's meeting. Please all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Gentlemen, before we get to the agenda, I'd just like to, there will be a change in the agenda tonight. The submission of public comments and questions, concerns, which would have been Robert Wright, appointments, Brad Jones, High Point Drive acceptance. There was no new business. Selectmen's reports, town administrative reports, and approval amendments to the consent agenda we postponed until next Monday night. So the only thing we'll be bringing up tonight is old business, highway department, RFP engineering, Church Street, School Street, and a non-public session. So if I could have a second on that. Second. On the agenda adjustment. Second by Mr. Whitman. Any discussion? I'll poll the board. Mr. Whitman?
Yes.
Mr. Rochelle?
Yes.
Mr. Holt?
Yes.
Mr. Wentworth? Yes. Votes in affirmative. Deliberative session is scheduled for tomorrow evening, February 2nd, 2021, at Prospect Mountain High School. Auditorium, if necessary. The snow date would be Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, and that has been changed, correct?
Yes.
So the deliberative session is Wednesday night.
Yes.
So folks,
Will be Wednesday.
folks, I just read the deliberative session is tomorrow night. It is not. It has been canceled due to a snow date. It is Wednesday at 6 p.m. at Prospect Mountain High School, February 3rd, 2021. Moving on to old business. Can we see if we can get Mr. Roberts on the phone, Josh?
I don't have him in the list.
You don't have him on the list.
I texted him to see if he.
Do you see his phone number at all?
I don't.
Just to let you gentlemen know, I did talk to Mr. Roberts. He did go back and ask KB Partners. The total bid amount of $39,500 did include Church Street and School Street. So the clerical order that did not get put on. So what you saw is the hourly rate. That basic hourly rate is what they based their $39,000 off of. $39,500. They were just giving you how they came up with that $39,500. Remember last week you had a question?
Yeah.
So the price plus hourly rate?
It said plus hourly.
Right. So it's $39,500 for the completion of the job. Okay?
Yeah.
The hourly rate should never have been put it on that first page. What it was $39,500. How they got to that rate of $39,500 is by those hourly rates. So you could take it and take those hourly rates and go back and figure out how they came up with the $39,500.
Okay, so that shouldn't have appeared.
It should never have been on the cover letter that we received.
Okay.
So,
The other one was the
And the other one.
amounts
Yeah.
of for School Street and
yeah.
For the two. Yeah.
Church Street.
If anything is out above it and beyond what the engineering contract calls for, then those would be the hourly rates. But it can only happen if we approve it. So if some, all of a sudden, they found something in the ground that wasn't even part of the contract or anything else,
Right.
Mr. Roberts, whoever at that time would have to come back before us and say, we found this out in the bottom, just say if they found clay,
Unknown, yeah.
somebody took down and they had to take it out, that would be extra, of figuring out how much they had to take out or something like that.
Yep. A change order.
Oh, yeah, and it happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Ledge.
It was just, Mr. Roberts wants to join the meeting, but he was not listed as a contact tonight.
Those are really our only concerns the other night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. It just had to be clarified.
Yeah.
Good.
Want to join or no?
Yep. Josh is sending him the codes right now.
Okay. Different code every meeting, Josh? Okay.
I think that's for security.
There. If you want to text them before we go into non-public session first, come out of non-public, have those back up in public session, we can do it then. Okay. Is he there? Just joining. Mr. Roberts, are you there?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, so I kind of explained to the gentleman about the, KV Partners, but if you just want to go in and reiterate what I said, that would be fine, and then we can get this done tonight and approved, so you can get a hold of them tomorrow.
I appreciate that very much. Yeah, when we went back in and looked at it, it was basically what was written down there. The total amount came in on the new sheets, and the only thing they had to do is redo the verbiage that was on the second page, where it just said schools, Church Street only, and it was actually Church and School Street. And there's no other charges, no nothing. It's a complete package.
What I also explained to them, that front page that they saw with the hourly rate, that's how they came up with their $39,500 using those hourly rates. So I'm correct on that?
Yeah, on the second page where it had Church and School Street, that's actually how it was done, is the hourly rates are based right there. The note that was on the first page that was last week was a note by someone else, didn't have anything to do with the contract.
Thank you. So gentlemen, I'll have that, if I could have a motion to approve and award the bid to KV Partners in the amount of $39,500. And the second, Mr. Roberts can get this in motion so we can get this design done.
So moved.
Mr. Rochelle has made a motion to award the bid to KV Partners for $39,500 after the concerns have been met. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Whitman. Any discussion?
May I, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
The only thing it was is that you notice that under the papers that I gave you, there was a note that the only thing that may be different is if this goes out to a 2-year project rather than a 1-year project.
Yes, sir.
That the observation and administration may change a little bit.
Okay.
Satisfied, you gentlemen?
Yes,
Yep.
that's fine.
Poll the board. Mr. Holt?
Yes.
Mr. Rochelle?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman?
Yes.
Mr. Wentworth, yes. Motion is approved, Mr. Roberts. You have our blessings to go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a
Ken.
good night.
Good night, Ken.
All right, gentlemen, we have a non-public session underneath RSA 91A:3, paragraph 2, A and B. Motion to that effect, and a second. Or I made the motion, can I have a second?
Second.
Motion made by Reuben Wentworth, going non-public session underneath RSA 91-A:3, paragraph 2, A and B, second by Ms. Rochelle. I'll open, any discussion?
Just that it was seconded by me.
Well, you both said it.
I guess we said it at the same time.
Don't argue. I'll call the board. Mr. Whitman?
Yes.
Mr. Rochelle?
Yes.
Mr. Holt? Yes. Mr. Wentworth, yes. Folks, we are in non-public session. We will be in there for a few minutes. We will come back out and go into public session afterwards. Hi, folks, we are out of non-public session at 6:30 PM. Gentlemen, I'm going to make a motion not to divulge the minutes from the non-public session underneath A and B. A would be affect adversely the reputation of any person other than a member of this board, and B, render a proposed action ineffective. Do I have a second to that?
Second.
Second by Mr. Whitman. Any discussion? I'll poll the board. Mr. Whitman?
Yes.
Mr. Holt?
Yes.
Mr. Rochelle?
Yes.
Mr. Wentworth, yes, vote in the affirmative. Gentlemen, there's being no other business tonight because some have been postponed. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn at 6:31.
So move.
A motion by Mr. Holt to adjourn at 6:31, second by
Me, second.
Mr. Whitman. Any discussion? Not being none, Mr. Rochelle?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman?
Yes.
Mr. Holt? Yes. Mr. Wentworth, yes. Folks, we are adjourned at 6:31. Don't forget, the deliberative session is Wednesday, February 3rd at 6 PM at Prospect Mountain High School. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.